Good day, everyone. Welcome to a presentation on disruptive technologies where we talk about several programs that we have in this arena. We have precisely 4 programs that we are going to be talking about, and these programs are organized by Advanced Supply Chain Training Center Singapore in association with Digital CRM. My name is Raja Mitra. So we'll get on with the presentation from here. What is it that we are going to be talking about? We are going to be talking about key definitions. We are going to be talking about importance of disruptive technologies, give you a perspective about the programs, the 4 programs, and then talk about each of the programs, the objectives, the target segments, and the key takeaways and the common questions and answers that we face often from potential participants and organizations about these programs. First, let's start with some definitions. Disruptive, or alternatively as some people call it, cognitive technologies, are technologies which can drastically change or render obsolete existing business models. So they affect most businesses profoundly because of the business model change. Artificial intelligence, AI, machine learning, deep learning are terms which are very often heard today, and they are essentially about teaching a device or a program or a computer program to work with lots of data and learning from that data. So that is what it is about. Virtual reality and augmented reality are 2 other disruptive technologies that are becoming very powerful and very mainstream, and we'll talk about these. Analytics, using large masses of data and certain statistical tools and apps to draw a set of inferences or to make prescriptions or projections. And finally, R, which is a programming language which is heavily used in data science and analytics. Why are disruptive technologies so important? Firstly, because they give rise to major churn in businesses, they change business models, and the tasks and the roles of individuals, managers, professionals in these businesses significantly. Number 2, they provide early adopters, the early businesses which adopt them, with a competitive edge over non-adopters. Professionals, managers need to upgrade their knowledge about these, primarily to understand how to put them into best use in their organizations, and where to use them, and how to interface and bridge with the technical guys who will be responsible for selecting the right tools and apps and implementing them. Now, so therefore managers also need to know the capabilities, limitations, and the evolution of these technologies and these domains. Lastly, it is important for managers to remain relevant and to add value to themselves rather than becoming surplus in the organization, which is a very real fear when we are talking about these kind of technologies coming in. Okay. Now, a few perspectives which managers must keep in mind. One is identifying and framing the problem. So you must identify and frame the problem in a way which can be tackled then by the analytics professionals or the AI professionals or the IT team in your organization. Then how best to work with technical people, technology people, and quantitative professionals. Number 3, understanding the different types of data and their implications. It is very important that people understand what kinds of data are available internally, externally, and how these can be verified, utilized, massaged to derive the conclusions or the projections that they're looking for. Understanding the different tools used, the types and their applications, exploring internal usages of these, which are used typically like in decision making or in projections, or external uses where often data and analytics and are being used for conceiving products and services. Okay, now we start off with the first program, which is the fundamentals of e-commerce, social media analytics, augmented reality, and virtual reality. Now this is a 3-day course. It provides participants with a good understanding of the fundamentals of e-commerce, social media strategies, analytics as applicable to social media, and the fundamentals of augmented reality and virtual reality and their likely applications in business areas. Some of the key takeaways from this: gain insights into the fundamentals of e-commerce, the major areas of application of these technologies, and the various points of difference which come up when you compare with conventional marketing and business concepts. Understanding how to work out and deploy social media strategies and leverage social media analytics for achievement of organizational and departmental goals, and understanding the basics of disruptive technologies like augmented and virtual reality and their applicabilities in domains like e-commerce, marketing, and education. This program is targeted at functional managers, departmental heads, professionals who are working in various capacities where they're going to be using one or more of these tools and applications in these domains that we mentioned. The next program is a program on managerial skills and practices in the era of disruptive technologies. Now, changes in management concepts and practices which have happened and are happening continually as a result of the introduction of various disruptive technologies is the thrust and the focus area of this 2-day program. It is again targeted, as the title says, at functional managers, departmental heads, team leaders, project managers, and so on. What are the key takeaways for the participants? It says you can have an appreciation of key disruptive technologies, particularly artificial intelligence, that is AI, machine learning, analytics, and the significant role they'll be playing in virtually all businesses in the 21st century. Second, management concepts, priorities, and skills that they will need to learn and focus on as a result of the introduction of these cognitive technologies or into various functional areas. And number 3, how to leverage these tools and technologies and treat them as colleagues who will complement what the manager or the professional does, rather than treat them as competitors who are posing a threat or who are posing a hurdle in the functioning of these managers and professionals. So these colleagues, the AI, the tools and the technologies will be helping the managers actually in achieving their defined priorities and tasks. The next program is a program on AI, machine learning, deep learning, and robotics. And this tackles concepts, ideas, and applications to show how these technologies can solve problems and provide a competitive edge. And it is intended for professionals, departmental heads, managers intended to use this domain. It's a 3-day program, and the key takeaways of this program are an introduction to an overview of the basic techniques and available software tools of AI, machine learning, robotics, knowledge of the capabilities of these technologies for improving business performance, and some examples of their application to solve practical problems of production, logistics, marketing, management, and finance in various industries and sectors. And number 3, a more detailed knowledge of the process of formulation and deployment of these technologies in the domain of logistics, applying a use case approach. So these are the key takeaways that participants can look forward to after attending this program. The next program is a program about programming with R language for data science and analytics. Now, R is one of the key languages used in data science, analytics, also machine learning in areas like big data and predictive analytics. And practitioners and predictive analytics practitioners and machine learning pros think knowing languages like R is essential to get into the domain. So this is about programming with R. Some of the key takeaways is it prepares participants it qualifies them to work as a data scientist and as a member of the analytics team in organizations after successful completion. That they're able to write customized routines and programs to take care of in-house requirements of organizations in the domains of big data and predictive analytics. And they could also be considered as members responsible for data preparation and analytics in the area of machine learning and deep learning implementation teams in any organization. Some of the preferred knowledges for learning R would be knowledge of quantitative tools and methodologies, as well as preferably some knowledge of programming. Now, but this program kind of assumes that it can make eminent sense to even people who do not have this. So therefore, as part of this program, we do cover the fundamentals of statistics and quantitative techniques and tools that would be needed for an R programmer to know well as the fundamentals and the basics of programming in any language. So finally, summing up, we have 4 programs. There's a program on e-commerce, social media analytics, AR and VR, which is of 3 days duration. A program on managerial skills and practices in the era of disruptive technologies, which is a 2-day program. A program on AI, machine learning, deep learning, and robotics, which is again a 3 days program. And finally, a program which is programming with the R language for data science analytics, which stretches over a week, 6 days, and it's a 46 hours program. So that are the 4 programs that we wanted to talk about. Thank you again very much for taking the time out to listen to us. Details about these programs can be got from Advanced Supply Chain Training Center, or you could go to the websites and learn more about these programs. And also you could register online or through the concerned organization for these programs. So thank you again. Have a good day. Bye.